Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars. I'm a big General Motors fan, and this is quite the Camaro. I can't wait to talk about it. 2013, just over 23,000 miles on the odometer. It's had a different cam put in it. It's got some suspension work done to it. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's black, and you know the nightmares we all have with black. 2013, 20,000 miles. Like, oh no, it's not. It's so beautiful. Welcome to Celebrity Cars, folks. You come to Las Vegas on vacation, you got to come check out our cars. We've got all kinds of fancy stuff in here. You got to stop by, certainly if you're a car person. Also, check out our car show every Saturday morning, too. It's pretty awesome as well. Give us a call. We'll tell you all about it if you live in town. But, folks, 2013 black, super sport, 6-speed. And from what I could tell so far, there's only 2 locations where it's got like a little scratch on it, and a 3rd location that we're gonna make go away, okay? It's just a little swirl in the clear coat, and we're gonna have our detailer take care of it and fix it up for you. And I'm gonna show you where that spot is. But other than that, man, go to celebritycars.com. It's important that you go to I'm not going to tell you all the things that were done to this car because honestly, I really don't know. But a lot of extra stuff was done to this car to make it handle a little bit better, not so the ass end gets all loosey-goosey. So some modifications were done to this car very tastefully. There's some purple lights in the back bumper, pretty cool. The interior is beautiful. It's got you could definitely hear that cam that was put into it. It likes higher RPMs, blah, blah, blah. The transmission's wonderful. It's just a really great car. So, but when it boils down to it, I'm your condition guy, okay? So I could talk about all that stuff until I'm blue in the face. But what I need to tell you about is the overall condition of this paint. Now, let's address the word black, the color black. Most of these cars, if they have any miles on them at all, they're kind of chewed up. Got a little road wear going on. This car has such minimal road wear. And in this showroom, we have our fancy brand new lights, and we have skylights. And the reflection coming off of this thing is just insane. If you're a big, early 20-teens Camaro guy, you might find a couple things that were added onto this, like the brakes and the rear tires. Notice they're a little larger. Maybe the SS emblem's supposed to be there, maybe it's not. I'm not really sure, but this is the kind of stuff that you can pick apart while you're looking at this car while I go over it. But, I mean, this car is just in really, really sick shape. And I love looking at it, I love driving it, and I've only driven it around the building once or twice. I hate to pick it apart. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a deal with you folks at home. This car has been shined up. There's a couple locations like this one over here. Well, let's just get down to those 3 right now. Can you pull that up for me there? See that little whoop? It's like the Tasmanian devil did a burnout right there in this little spot on the hood. You can work your way towards me, yeah, and you could see it come out. See that, folks? I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but I'm pretty sure, if it bothers you that much, we're going to get our detailer to get that taken out. Okay, now that's number 1. That's the one out of the 3 that I'm pretty sure can disappear. You're just going to have to take my word for it. But right here, I don't know if it was a tree branch, but it wasn't anything major. Little chop, 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 chop. They're only that long. So they're as long as my pinky nail. So here, 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 and here, and here. They're really faint, but they're there. And it's a black car. And this one's really super special in its condition. So I'm just letting you know that those 3 are there. Now go follow me, and we're going to go look at the last spot. There's like 2 dings on the car too, but we had a ding guy that gets all the dings out, so I'm not really concerned about that. I don't even remember where they are. It's difficult to see in here in this shiny car. So I got a little chew right there, and some little marks in the clear coat right here, okay? So see how small it is? I'm just telling you, this is the kind of car that you really dissect because the rest of it is so beautiful. Let's start with the nose. There you go, there you have it. There's my 2 cents on like the only real damaged areas on this car, if you want to call it damage at all. It's really normal wear. But other than that, the rest of the car is just like a mirror. It's beautiful. Now, does it have its super light scratches from a microfiber towel or from cleaning it every once in a while or just from normal wear in the clear coat? Sure. Every black car on the planet that has 20,000 miles on it has little marks like that. Every one. This car included. But they're so minor, I don't even have any to point out to you. I've wiped this whole car down from top to bottom. Normally cars go to our special detailer down the street. I said, I want this one. So I did this car. So I know every square inch of this car, and it's really, really, really something. Come on over here. I'm even gonna pull my phone out. I'm gonna turn my flashlight on, and we're gonna do this while we film. All that down there is normal road wear that you can see in the black paint. Really itty bitty normal road wear marks. None of them cut through the paint. There aren't any white marks down here. You know what the white marks show up when you know, you really get the rough and driving it super fast and messing with it. And then you get all that road rash that looks like pepper. And we don't have any pepper. Got little itty bitty marks, but there's no pepper on this car. Here, if we could be really, here, I'll be really, really critical. And see that little itty bitty mark right there? See the size of my thumb? See how small that is? I mean, that's what I'm reduced to picking out here for you folks. So if you've got a problem with that, well then please move on to the next Camaro that you're looking to search for, because you're first of all, nobody's gonna cover a car like this like we do. And second of all, every other one with the same amount of miles are gonna have the exact same wear, normal road wear. Okay, I'm gonna turn my flashlight off and let's just hunker down on this hood. I know we did it for that one spot over there. It's kind of crappy though, because I wasn't, you know, I don't want to just show the mark on the hood. But look at this. Look at this beautiful black real estate. I've got nothing else to point out. It wouldn't be fair. It's beautiful. And it could probably use, you know, a professionally detailing wheel. And it might even look even better than this, for all I know. The windshield. This is a dead giveaway with a muscle car. How many pocks and road wears in the windshield? That tells you how fast somebody might have been going. There's nothing. It's beautiful. The top of the dashboard is beautiful. The hood up here. I've wiped this hood off 2 times, 3 times now. The only little marks that you might see in the film is simply dust, because it's just beautiful black up here. No hail damage, no acorns falling on the roof, nothing. The rear glass, absolutely magnificent. And the trunk. Now, I am going to ask you, Quincy, if you could hunker down on the trunk. This has got some of those little clear coat. It's going to be really hard for you folks to see. If you understand black at all, if you own black cars, you know where I'm talking about here. So I'm going to say, you know what, screw it, because unless you can see any of those. I'm just trying to bring it home for you folks. This is the perfect car to ship across the country if you're looking for one of these cars. I'd get it quick because there's a couple Camaro clubs that are already on this sucker. So you might want to give us a call sooner than later, that's for sure. Okay, all the top of this fender here is beautiful. I'm looking at the roof. Looks just like the other side, no surprises. Really nice window tint, both sides of the car. The windows go up and down real nice. All right, come on up here and let's look at this spot. I want to show you the extent of how, can you see that? I'm gonna get my finger out. A little bit. Can you see a little bit? Okay, see how little? See, this is so minor, but it's there, and I'm just showing you. All right. Jeez, okay, now we got to work our way down the side of cars. So now we're going to run into dust now too. Yeah, welcome to Las Vegas, folks. Now look, I've kind of already run this by you. I'm telling you. We could go down both sides of the car. Give us a call if you want me to do that. But I've really already gone over this whole car. Let's go over the wheels. I've shown you where there's nothing down the sides. When I find that ding, because I don't remember where that ding is, I'll point it out to you. But man, it's so darn minor. Okay, our wheels got a slight curb rash on this front passenger side wheel. It's really, really light. It continues over here. It does not make its way up onto the surface, except for this portion right here. It's really hard to see, folks. Barrel's beautiful, brake caliper's beautiful. Inside the wheel well looks great. I'm gonna do one of these things, just make sure I know what I'm talking about. Working my way back here to this passenger side wheel and tire. Let's see if this is curved at all. It looks like a little mark here, but it's not anything I'd write home about. There's no curb rash. This is the kind of mark that I'm talking about. It's really nothing. Other than that, beautiful shiny brake caliper, looks great. Even the barrels of the wheels are in super shape. Let's look at this rear bumper. This is where you back into things when you get stuff out of the trunk. Yeah, I see. I'm gonna be real critical again. See that? Looks like a cat, kind of like, just clear coat. That's just clear coat, folks. It's nothing. See, it's almost hard to see what you get out of the value out of looking at cars at our place here. Okay, and all back here, this is all beautiful. I've checked this out real well. There's little purple lights in here, which I think are kind of cool. Purple lenses. I don't know anything about that. You Camaro 5th and 6th gen guys will know all about how to put that in and take them out. Exhaust system is really cool. I believe the exhaust has been upgraded, but don't mark that's why you go to don't listen to me. Go to celebritycars.com and you find out all these details. Where we got this car from, he was able to provide us with the paperwork of what all was done to this car. And pretty detailed too. I think he had most of the other receipts, but not all of them. So inquire, okay? Don't be afraid. This is, if you've been looking for one of these and want one in black and you want a 6-speed, don't let this go. I'm telling you right now, you're really not gonna find another. We've got Camaro clubs here in Las Vegas, and none of them know this car because this car's never been to a car show, but he's treated it as such. Rear wheel and tire, no curb rash back here. Everything's good, barrel's good, brake's good. Okay, there's ding number 1 right there. We're gonna get that taken out. Okay, it's super small. It's about the size of my pinky. Okay. Working down here, I know this is all beautiful. He had these extra mud flaps put on because he knew that this would get all chewed up from normal road wear, all down here. He's known these cars. So he had these fancy mud flaps put on, and they've really done the trick. Okay, driver's side front wheel, tire. Tires are all in great shape. I never really talked about the tires. Tires are great. Brake, barrel, it's wonderful. Okay, let's open up the car doors. Let's start to look inside. I am done with the exterior of this car. There are no surprises. Look at this leather, black interior. Just black going on in this car. White piping, white stitching. The console, I don't know what that is. The console's really good. I don't know really what that mark is right there. Just a little bit of dust going on in here. This car showed up. We didn't even send it to detailer. Oh, I know what that is. Oh, that's cool. Isn't that clever? Hey, look what this is. This is so you don't drop your wallet and your keys down there. It keeps it from falling down. There's one over here too. You saw it on television. Okay, how about that? All right, we're gonna leave them in there. What the heck? The cup holder's clean. The stick shift is clean. All the gauges are clean. Nothing's broken in here. This passenger seat is beautiful. I'll come over and dissect the driver's seat in just a moment. The carpet's beautiful. Anything in here that might be a hair on the little dirty side can all be cleaned up. The door jambs are beautiful. There's a couple really light marks from getting in and out of the car. This is normal on just about every car. Yeah, I'll go over to the driver's side. This is the #1 location that I look at. You can stay over there. You don't need to come back over. I'm sure you've already done it. Thank you. This is the main location that I look at when people get in and out of the car. How banged up is this bolster? It's gotten really minimal wear. It's not perfect, but it's got years to go. And hear that? There's tons of moisture left in this car. There's no cracking going on. It's been very well kept. Carpet looks great. We didn't even put plastic down. I mean, this car pretty much came to us really clean. And you know, the very slight abrasions of shoes and stuff getting in and out of the car over here, they're super, super light. I'm not addressing them either. They're in just fine shape. Let's open this hood. Now, once again, in case you fast forwarded earlier, there's been some modifications done to this car. Go to celebritycars.com and you'll be able to find out all the things, okay? But in the meantime, except for a watermark or two, which is obviously something that happens all the time, especially with black cars, you don't always pop the hood. We've got a couple watermarks in here that can easily be cleaned up, but the engine's clean. Once again, we didn't even go to fancy detail here. This is as nice as the guy had it. And I consider this very clean and very nice. It was obviously not a daily driver of any sort. Okay, hood's down. You can go to celebritycars.com too and see more pictures of that engine compartment as well. All right, let's look in the trunk. The keys right here. I'm gonna hit this really cool button. It works, it's good. Oh, the purple lights back there, they're cool. What the heck, you know? They're not white. So they're just kind of sort of purple. I think they're cool looking, whatever, teaches them. Okay, there's been a substantial amount of audio equipment added to this car as well. I don't know the details. Once again, you're gonna go to celebritycars.com to inquire on all those fancy details, but there's extra cabling, there's amps, and I don't really know where they are. Give us a call if you really need to know about them, but other than that, I'm pretty sure this car rocks, okay? Very tastefully done. Not all the, you know, doesn't have superchargers or turbos or all that kind of stuff on it. Sounds like it does for some reason. That's pretty cool. But you know, not all those extra crazy things, you know, that just cause problems down the way. All very, very tastefully done, this automobile. Okay, closing up the trunk. Well, look, we talked about it. It sounds incredible. Ooh, I've gotten some comments from some followers, and they like to hear cold starts and they like to hear it talk. You've been listening to me talk for like the last 15 minutes. Your ears are in. If you're interested in this, let's start this inside, Quincy, so that they get a good, it's not cold. I moved it a couple minutes ago, but it still sounds awesome. Check this out. Great car. All right, listen. I got a Corvette in the way. I'm gonna move the Corvette and then we're gonna go for a ride around the block. Be right back. Okay, so as promised, we're out here in the 2013 Camaro SS. The odometer shows 23,611. Okay, so if you've been waiting to hear that, 23,611 on the odometer. Go to celebritycars.com, check out the Carfax, do all the things you need to do in order to make sure that all that's correct. Okay, so I've kind of had it running a little bit. It's not completely warmed up, but it's pretty darn close to it. I'm sitting here at idle. I just use the power seats. They all work good. Seatbelt's good. Windows rapidly go up and down. And first gear, clutch is in. Can do it at 45 miles an hour. Clutch is in, hit the park brake, or hit the brake. Okay, what fell down there? Oh, The back seat wasn't correctly put up there, so the back seat came down. The fold down back seat. This is kind of a race car. Brakes feel good. I know that if I put my foot down on this accelerator, we're gonna go like hell. So it's pretty nice. Clutch is coming back out. Heads up display is really awesome. The sound doesn't suck either. It's really awesome. Once again, the owner even said it sounds like there's a supercharger in it, but there's not. All right, back on the gas. Here we go. Up to 67 miles an hour, the clutch is in. I'm gonna shift down in a second. Well, this is about as awesome as you can get. A little backfire going on from the exhaust sound. And this is just awesome. From what I was told, this car doesn't like low RPMs a whole lot. So you gotta make sure that, you know, when you do something in this car, you need to mean it, in other words. Hey, I don't know. I think we're asking around $29,000 for this car. I think it's a steal, and it'll probably be gone before this hits the internet. We'll see you next time. CelebrityCars.com, 1-800-702-818-1031 is the easiest way to get a hold of us if you have more questions about this really, really awesome 2013 Camaro SS with some slight modifications done to it. Awesome car. We'll see you next time.